Yeah, and I can kind of add on to that where we were talking about marketing. Nobody teaches really how to market online. I mean, there's tidbits and tricks, but for honestly, you really have to see how you're going to market your own content. When I was first trying and really trying to get stuff out there, I didn't see much results, and then I could get emotionally attached to that and say, "Oh my God, I only got so many views on this fit," or "Why isn't people watching the content in the numbers I want?" And then I get really mad or really upset, and then I have to detach from that feeling and say, "Hey, looks like a negative experience, right? I'm not getting the exposure I want. That's terrible." And then I can say, "Hey, no, this is a learning phase. And honestly, the reason I'm not getting it is because I haven't mastered some of these skills yet. Once I get the skills down, once I get good at whatever it is in marketing I need to get good at, and meet the right people, learn the right tricks, and work the right system, then I can actually say, hey, I've learned a valuable skill that a lot of people haven't. And even though, yes, it looks bad it looks bad at first, but then when the results come, it's going to feel amazing. So that's why I do what I do.
I think a good role model to follow when you're marketing are children. They are the most resilient human beings on the planet. They bounce back. They're so uninhibited. And I know from being a little Girl Scout and or campfire girl and going out and selling peanuts when I was 10 years old. And you go up and you put a big smile on, and you're not inhibited because you've got a safety net of somebody, a grown-up, waiting in the car or waiting down the block. So you just remove the fear barriers, and you go up and you knock on your first door and you say, would you like to buy some peanuts? And you've got a big happy smile, and you can buy 2 cans for $1 instead of selling one. More often than not, I sold the whole box out before I got home because I was uninhibited and I just wanted to sell in front of my troop. I wanted to excel, and I was uninhibited. And if somebody really closed the door and said, no, I'm not interested, oh well, shake it off and you go to the next house.
And the interesting thing about kids is they don't look at it as a bad thing. See, we tend to look at rejection as, why? And then we get all sad. And actually, I think that's one regressive thing in adults where someone says no, someone closes a door, and we sit there like this with our dunce cap on saying, they should have taken, look at all my qualifications. Whereas a little kid's like, okay, sounds good. I'm moving on to the next house. I'm moving on to the next, well, I guess kids aren't, not job offer, but I'm moving on to the next opportunity in my life.
Exactly.
We can get that little kid in us back that says, okay, I got knocked down. I'm going to have fun with it. And I'm going to see what else pops in my way. Then you'll be okay. And even if you end up on the streets, and I know that people will say, oh man, I don't think if I was ever homeless, I'd be so upset. And really, you'll be okay. I mean, think about the little kid in you that's saying, okay, it's part of the adventure, and have fun with it.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. It's definitely a challenge to be able to see that when you're in such a dire situation. But I have learned to remember that for every bad experience, there's an equal seed of opportunity involved. So it's just a matter of what you're giving your energy to. What I give my energy to is what makes all the difference. And it's easier said than done. It takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of will, and it takes a lot of determination to be able to learn to force your mind to see it that way. That's why I think personal development, knowledge, and surrounding yourself with the right people are so important. Anyway,
That's what we're doing here.
With us, I heard her say hello at the beginning of the hour. I kind of like to hear from Marcia what her dust yourself off and get back and dig in again experiences with them.
Hi, Francis. Yeah, I'm still here. Hey, the first thing that I learned is knock, knock. Can you come out and play? Francis, can you come out and play? And if you tell me no, it's off to the next person. Can you come out and play? Because it's when we're in our play mode that we get things done. When we're sitting there thinking about what we're going to do and how we're going to do it and whether we're going to play the game or not, we don't play it, do we? It's can you come out and play? And as far as marketing goes, I honestly, I don't know. I've changed so tremendously in the past couple of years that when it comes to marketing, it's as easy as put the link up and click, and everything else is, hey, I will knock on your door and say, hey, we haven't talked in a while. What you been up to? What you been doing? Can I interest you in something that I'm doing? And it's as easy as a conversation, and I actually do get on the phone and I talk to people. I don't know what anybody else does when it comes to, the actions that they take, when it comes to what they want, aligning your word with your deed, but those are the actions I take. That's what I do.
As long as you're taking action, see, the biggest thing that gets most people is they take an action, they get knocked down, and they say, it doesn't work. It's too hard. I got rejected 2 or 3 times, and then I used to look at it like that. I used to get mad when people wouldn't call me back for something. I'm like, I'm completely qualified. And all that did was put strain, and then I was thinking, oh, well, what could I have done this? And then I sat there and thought for so long, I didn't get anything done. It's just like the power hour. I sat here and thought and thought and thought and didn't act and didn't say anything. Nobody would really want to watch it. It'd be like Kareem sitting here thinking. I'd just be like that statue. Like, what is this YouTube video? This is weird. I need to leave. But when I kind of free flow with what I'm doing when I'm doing this or public speaking, the difference is amazing. And I can always go back and fix it. But I learned from the experience. And that's really, in a nutshell, not only turning negative experience positive, but just life. Right, Carly?
Yeah, we haven't heard from Carly yet. Maybe she's away from her PC at the moment. There she is. Phone's ringing. Okay.
No, I just muted that. But that's my basic philosophy.
I think
always take action.
Yeah, and I know what's working for me is burning desire. That's what it's where it starts. Burning desire to smash through all obstacles that come get in your way. Because nothing can stop will. There is not a force in the universe that can stop will. So if you've got that, you're going to get through it all. Doesn't matter what comes into your existence, you're going to get through whatever shows itself as a challenge. If you have the will and you have the desire, you're going to go through it and around it, over it, whatever it is, you're going to go through it and come out the other side a better person, a stronger person, because there's lessons in those things. Just like there's lessons in success, there's lessons in temporary defeat. That's how I look at it. It's exactly how I see it now.